I'm really glad you're here today. Welcome, friends. Happy Wednesday. Let's get our Zen on. You could stay right in your desk chair. I realize that some of us are working and maybe in the office. That's a great place to be. I'm just going to move some warmth near me, put my little space heater close by. And I am going to move off of my chair onto the floor. So I invite you to join me if that's something that feels good to you, or you're at home, or you have the space in an office to do so. Before we begin, let's just take a tiny bit of movement so that we don't feel antsy as we make our way into meditation. We're going to reach arms to the sky, and you're welcome to just pause and omit this if it feels silly to do this in your office. As you release your arms, send them to whatever's on your right side, the arm of a chair, the bottom of a chair, or your legs, and take a little peek to your right shoulder. As we breathe in, let's sit a bit taller here. And as we exhale, deepening our twist, belly moves towards your right thigh, eyes swivel to the right. Trying that on the other side. Come back to center. If you don't have a lot of space, you can always reach out overhead, wherever it feels good to find some length and some width. And allow everything to fall to the left, using a little assist wherever your hands land. Bringing your navel closer to your left thigh and your eyes in the direction of your left shoulder. Coming on back to the center, let's open our heart space, reach behind you, and if you have the arms of a chair or the back of your seat, you can use that. If it's clear, clasp your hands behind your low back. Let's uplift our hearts. Uplift your chin, lengthen out the sides of your neck and your throat. Take a big breath in. You're opening your lungs, so you might feel like you can take a bigger breath than when we sit hunkered over our desks. When you're ready, chin tucks back. Release your hands. Set them up somewhere heavily. So if you are seated at your desk, try to remove them from your desk and allow them to slip down from your earlobes. Heavy somewhere that's super comfy for you. If you're feeling a bit drowsy this morning, you could turn your palms skywards, and that will enable us to bring some energy in. If you're feeling a little overstimulated, perhaps bringing palms down to help you with a sense of grounding. And now we'll think about our necks to set ourselves up well. Tuck your chin so it's parallel to the floor. And then pull up through the crown, the very tip top of your head, to help your spine elongate. Either close your eyes completely if that feels safe to you, or consider taking them down, away from screens, away from mobile devices, anything that will bombard us with stimulation. Let's just take a visual break. As we start to settle in and welcome ourselves to the practice, let's simply watch the breath as it moves. Take an easy breath in, whatever feels comfortable to you. Notice your body filling up with energy, and then an easy, soft breath out, giving ourselves permission to relax, to release, settle down, slow down, and ease in. Coming to your senses to begin. Our meditation practice is an effort to cultivate presence, to become more present in the world around us, even when we're not in our official practice together. So to begin, let's just notice to the degree what we're hearing, how we're feeling, what we're thinking, what we're seeing if our eyes are still open, about the things that are in our external world. And once you've taken notice of those, allow all of that to fade away. Release your hold on the external, on the exterior, and allow your awareness to slip within. Tuning into our breath without trying to change it at all. And noticing when I try to breathe, when I slow down and I really focus on my breath, Do I feel tension somewhere? Does my breath feel stressed? Or does it feel easy and relaxed? Taking deep, full body breaths. I like to watch my breath and see if I'm able to push it to the tips of my toes, back of my ribs, my outer hips, all the places that seem really far away. As you're checking in, coming within and landing here in your practice today, notice if there are areas in your body, physically, in your heart, in your mind, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, places where you may feel closed off or shut down. Are there areas that feel restless, negative, or doubtful? And if you find an area like that, consider spending some extra time with your breath right there. I like to think about those types of feelings and emotions as a little jagged. And then as you use your breath, it's like soft sandpaper, just smoothing away those prickly edges, helping you to become a little softer and more relaxed. If it's something that you can physically touch, like let's say you always really feel like you're gripping in your stomach, you're running to and fro really fast, you're in a panicky state of work currently, whatever it may be, you feel like you have a grip. You could always place your hands there and just gently bring some warmth, some attention, some love, and ask yourself how it feels to place your hands on a tender spot or direct your breath to something that needs some TLC. And then alternatively, find a place in your heart, your mind, or your bodies in which you feel really calm and peaceful, loving, stable. If that's challenging for you to find, you may like to envision experiencing yourself being visited by those whom you love and who have loved you in return. Be aware of what a gift love is. Feel it like kindling, slowly warming your body, your mind, and your heart. And I hope that as you envision something loving, you notice that you become a bit smoother. Maybe your breath flows a little effortlessly, feeling the flow of the air moving without as much constriction, without as much effort. With each of our subsequent exhalations, let's see if we can imagine making space for things that may be bothering us, for grievances. Give ourselves permission to release negative thoughts or feelings that are no longer serving us. And if they've been lingering, give yourself permission to let them go. On each inhalation, think, I am worthy. And during your exhalations, think, I am enough. I am worthy as you breathe in. I am enough as you let that breath go. Inhaling, drawing in self-love. Exhaling, releasing something that you're ready to shed a layer of. Taking a few moments to breathe and mentally or aloud reciting that mantra, I am worthy. I am enough. I am worthy. I am enough. Notice if there is a shift in our feelings as we say or think these words to ourselves. Now envision standing in front of a mirror, looking straight into your own eyes. You know, they say our eyes are the windows to our soul. So as you do that, what do you see? And it's okay if your answer is neutrality. You might not see anything. It's okay. Maybe you see love and joy, or maybe you're seeing some pain and sadness. Regardless of what appears in this reflection of the mirror that you're visualizing, tell yourself, I love you. You are beautiful. And you are worthy of happiness. Knowing that what we see in the mirror in this second may be different from what you see the next time you do this practice, but we'll still go through the same routine whenever we think of it. Telling ourselves, I love you, you are beautiful, and you are worthy of all the good coming your way. Imagine that you could breathe directly into your heart and envision love pouring out of your hands, just pouring out of you, enveloping you in this little bubble of self-love. And it permeates the rest of our world around us, so that all of our interactions, our relationships, our meetings, whatever we do with others, are filled with that same sense of love we've given ourselves. I love to envision that when we tell ourselves all these good thoughts, remind ourselves how loved we are, then I think about overflowing with that energy and letting it radiate out of you like this beautiful golden light spreading. And in that way, you can respect and honor the light of those around you. So it might be really nice for you to envision the love you've created for yourself spreading out and around you to those whom you love very much, your kindred spirits, your community members, maybe even planet-wide, because we know we need more of that. Drawing together in this really beautiful, peaceful collaboration. People who may otherwise be feeling split apart by differences such as politics, ethnicity, race, religion, geography, whatever it may be. So we just take this love bubble that we've created and scoop them all up. Hopefully sending them these beautiful messages of love as well. And I don't know about you, but doing a practice like that just makes you feel good. No one has to know that we're doing it for us to feel good, but the fact that we've shared this abundance we have within us just feels great. So hopefully you've noticed a sense of comfort and calm traveling through your chest, through your shoulders, your arms, your hands, your neck and head, down your back, your ribs, your belly, your pelvis, legs, and feet. Definitely feel a little bit more settled once I've reminded myself that I'm worthy and loved, and then given a little to others. Feeling that sensation of warmth fill us up from head to toes. And as we breathe here, we just have to remind ourselves that love is always available to us when we need it. But it takes a little coming within sometimes to pull it back out. Revisiting this experience as often as you need, this reaffirmation of the love that is within us, and an opportunity to kindle compassion, to rekindle joy and radiate peace in our spirit out to the world. Now that we're hopefully feeling a little warm and fuzzy, let's move that love through our spinal column. There's this concept of vital energy that you may have heard the word prana is referred to as prana. Prana is life force, travels through our bodies into the outside world. It's what we've just channeled with this love and sent out to those who need it. Now, within our bodies, prana flows these energy centers, these energy channels, and those are our chakras. So there's tons of them,
But we're going to focus on 7 main ones that I hope will really light you up today. Quite literally light you up today. So we're going to focus on the energy centers that run from the base of our spine. It's the very tip of your tailbone, all the way up to the very top of your head. And as your life force, as your prana flows through these energy channels to the chakras, they begin to spin. Think of them as spinning wheels or spinning circles. So when we're feeling really well, really healthy, we think that our chakras are balanced. And if we're having some disturbances or blockages in our energy, our life force, then our chakra can have unbalance, causing rigid emotions, agitated minds, even dis-ease. So each chakra has its own set of characteristics that are associated with physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health. So they're really, really symbolic. And we can use colors. For those of you who are visual, you can use a color that's really helpful to envision these areas as we pause and reflect and meditate on them together today. Take a breath in, just settle for a moment. The energies that lie inside of us as we meditate are interacting with the external world and really affecting our lives. So when we connect ourselves to our chakras, we can connect to a universal rest that's beyond the physical realm. When we drift our focus to the chakras, we might be able to open them. So in addition to thinking of their color, we'll also find a word for each. And we'll try chanting that. You can join me out loud or in your mind as we work on them. So let's try to align ourselves today. Let's bring our attention to the very base of our tailbones, the root chakra. Think about that rooting down into your seat or your cushion, whatever's underneath of you. Your root chakra governs your memory, safety, stability, security, groundedness, our connection to the earth. The color of our root chakra is red. So as we use this meditation to connect to each area, please try to picture the area and the chakra's color, and then see if you can watch it expand, or maybe get more vibrant or grow in energy. Our color of the root is red. And the vibration, the word that we'll chant in our minds or aloud is Lam. Lam. And I love to say these words because you might actually feel a vibrational connection to that chakra as you say it. Lam. To increase our groundedness and stability. Lam. One more time. Lam. See the red, the vibrancy of the red growing in your root. Let's move just a little bit higher up, just between our navel and the base of your spine is your sacral chakra. I love this one. So the sacral chakra represents new beginnings. Quite practically, it represents reproduction, enthusiasm, joy. It's the center of our creativity. So the color here in our sacral chakra is orange. And to honor new beginnings, we'll chant the sound, starts with a V like Victor. Vam. Vam. This is a good one. I can always feel this one when I chant this word. Vam. And we chant in order to come into connection with the sacral chakra. See that orange growing, the vibrancy increasing. Vam. 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 move a little higher. This is an easier one for folks because we know this one. The solar plexus chakra is a transformation center. So this allows us to follow through, keep on moving and shifting and adapting to the very best versions of ourselves. This chakra helps us regulate digestion, motion, manifesting, the power of manifestation, willpower. One of my favorites is thinking of expansiveness because you can really expand this area of your body. Our color is yellow for the solar plexus chakra. And the word starts with an R. Think of the animal, the ram. We'll say ram. Ram. This is another one. I really connect to these vibrations. It's hard if you're just thinking the word, much easier if you can actually say it and vocalize the word. So the sound to connect is Ram, increasing as we connect our self-control, reclaiming our personal power, really solidifying our ability to form opinions. Ram, Ram, Ram. All right, our next one might trip you up just a little bit. The color is very challenging for me. It's the heart chakra, so y'all know where that is. But remember that our root chakra was red, right? So you might want to think, oh, my heart chakra is going to be red. Nope, surprise. The heart chakra is green. So we know what this is. It helps us find love, meaning, purpose, sustained willpower, the drive, the desire, devotion, compassion. I mean, you name it, this is what the heart chakra governs. Forgiveness, open your heart and forgive, peace. So we're going to think about that color green. And the word, the sound starts with a Y. So it's yum, yum, yum. As we say yum, we think about being able to deal with complex emotions, increasing our well-being, being able to handle rejection. Yum. Yum. Moving up again, we're going south to north here. So we're moving to our throat chakra, the center of our expression, our voices, our ability to communicate effectively. Humility, we can purify ourselves by connecting to throat chakra, find or gain independence, process thoughts and knowledge. It's the way we flow out into the world. So our throat chakra is a color that we'll envision is blue. And just like the thing some people like to eat, ham, that's how it's spelled, but we'll say it like hum. So this is another great one. If you can say it because you feel that little like right where your throat chakra is. That's the power of using the voice here during this meditation. Hum, hum, hum. Helps us speak truthfully and really express ourselves. Well done. I love this one. Our third eye chakra. We have two left, my friends. We're going to move up to the center of our forehead, where we make conscious decisions, where we discriminate right from wrong, where we find our insight. Our intuition rests here. And this color is violet. So I bet sometime in your life you've heard this vibrational sound. It's O-M. Om. Sometimes people will say, ow. So however you like to say it is great. You can just say om, om to connect to it and enhance our ability to make conscious choices for our benefit. Everything in the universe is vibrating, and the sound of om vibrates at the same frequency as everything else that's found in nature. So it is the sound of the universe. This is a great one. When we chant this, we symbolically and physically tune into the sound to recognize our connections, everything around us. Finally, we've made it to the tip top, the crown chakra, where we merge with the divine. It's our boundlessness, our connection to the source, the spirit, whatever you believe the higher power is. This color could be white. And we'll choose meditative silence for this sound, or you can continue using om. So whatever you decide to do, let's focus on our connection to source, the crown of our head.
clear knowledge, perhaps transcendence. Shifting our attention to the areas of our lives that we feel we want to improve, new beginnings, moving forward, and creating this sense of connection and peace with our physical, our energetic, and our spiritual worlds as we have increased our vibration, moved our prana to channel our energy and help our chakras become balanced and aligned. My friends, thank you for joining me on that guided meditation journey today. I hope that you enjoyed it. We'll bring our hands to cover our heart or at a prayer around heart center and tuck our chins in a little bow to our practice today in gratitude for showing up for ourselves. I honor you, my friends, and I thank you for allowing me to lead you. Namaste. My light honors yours.